What's going on, guys? It's Jaden back here with another video, and in today's video I have the HR 127 bill. This bill is to provide license of firearm, ammunition possession, and registration of firearm, and to prohibit the possession of certain ammunition. Let's break this down. Also, if I mention any articles or paragraphs, congress.gov or the link in the description will have the article I'm reading at the moment. This will hold all the information I'm getting from. No outside sources, only government websites. Ms. Jackson Lee introduced this bill on January 4th, 2021. This bill will ban any magazine above the ammo capacity of 10 and banning all shotgun shells but the 410. The 410 is the smallest shotgun shell you can own. You now have to be age 21 to own a firearm. If you are not age 21, that means 18, 19, and 20-year-olds who own a firearm legally right now. Once the bill is passed, they have to give it up, no money given back, and if you don't, you are automatically considered a felon. The Attorney General shall issue an individual a license to possess a firearm and the ammunition of the individual firearm. The requirements consist of at least 21 years of age, and after applying to the license, undergoes a criminal background check conducted by a National Instant Criminal Background Check System, also undergoes a psychological evaluation conducted by the accordance of paragraph 2, and the evaluation does not indicate the individual is psychologically unsuited process of a firearm. This will successfully complete a training course. You have to be going through a training course certified by an Attorney General in the use of safety, storage, and at least 24 hours of live training. This demonstrates that the issue and the instance of the license of an individual will have an effect on the insurance policy used by submission. This is, if the holder of the license issued under subparagraph A supplies proof that the individual owns an antique firearm, describes the manner in which a firearm will be displayed in accordance of regulations prescribed by an Attorney General, and certifies the firearm will be displayed. This demonstrates that the individual provided for storage, and the firearm is in a safe facility approved by the Attorney General for the safety of firearms. Now let's continue on to the one everyone cares about. Military-style weapons. Military-style weapons license. The Attorney General shall issue an individual a license to own or possess a military-style vehicle of the individual, as long as the holder of the license is issued under subparagraph A, and after applying for a license, successfully completes training course, background check certified by the Attorney General, and the use, safety, and storage of the weapon. It requires at least 24 hours of training and live training, and goes under a psychological evaluation. To go through a psychological evaluation, as deemed necessary by the licensed psychologist involved, the evaluation included psychological evaluation of other members in the household, including you, will be in which individual residence. As part of the psychological evaluation, the licensed psychologist interviewed any spouse of the individual, any former spouse of the individual, at least 2 other persons who are in a family or a family of the members of, or any associate with, an individual the further to determine the state of the mental, emotional, and relation stability to the individual in relation of the firearms. Now, if any case you have denial of your license, the individual is prohibited by the federal law of possessing the firearm. Number 1, the individual has been hospitalized with a mental illness, disturbance, or diagnosis including depression, homicidal indication, suicidal indication, attempted suicide, or the addiction to a controlled substance within the meaning of Controlled Substances Act, alcohol, or brain disease, including dementia or Alzheimer's, or the account of endangers of self others, including themselves. So if you have a chronic illness, disturbance, brain disease, depression, or suicidal thoughts, or attempted suicide, you are no longer eligible and you will be denied your gun license. Let's talk about the suspension of the license and things you can do to get your license suspended. A license issued under this subjection of an individual who is under indictment for a crime punishable for imprisonment for longer than exceeding 1 year is hereby suspended. This means that you were in prison for more than 1 year, your license can be suspended. If you were past imprisonment for 1 year, you are no longer eligible for a license. A license issued under this subjection becomes to an individual who has become prohibited by the federal or state law possessing a firearm hereby revoked. This means they are taking away your license if you are under the federal or state law for possessing a firearm. Let's talk about firearm insurance. The Attorney General shall issue any person who has applied for a license, percent, or subjection, has paid the Attorney General the fee specified in paragraph 2, subjection of a policy that ensures the liability of losses, damages, and resulting in the use of any firearm by the persons of 1 year period that begins with the date of the policy is issued. The fee is specified at $800 in paragraph 2. Owning a military-style weapon is defined in such as title amended by the resulting in 29. This means that the term of any firearms copies or duplicates any firearms of any caliber, known as the Narco, Mitchell, Polytechnologies, etc., will be fined more and not less than 30,000 and not more than 50,000. Whoever knowingly violates Section 922BB shall not be fined less than $75,000 and not more than $100,000, imprisoned not less than 15 years and not more than 25 years. This means that if you transfer any firearm possessions or firearm ammunitions, unintentional shooting, suicide, or any individual transfers shall be fined not less than $100,000 and not fined more than $150,000, not imprisoned less than 25 years and not more than 40 years or both. Therefore, for example, if you were to buy your son a gun, I would reconsider that. Therefore, it is now against the law if this bill is passed. You can be fined up to $75,000 or $100,000 if a mistake is made. No more trading of ammunition or loaning ammunition or loading guns is allowed. Back to ammunition in Section B, large capacity ammunition feeding device such as magazines, belts, trips, feed strips, or any similar device that has a capacity of over more than 10 rounds of ammunition will be fined not less than $50,000 and not more than $100,000, imprisoned not less than 10 years and not more than 20 years or both. Those were just some of the crazy things in this bill. If you guys do want to go ahead and read it for yourself, it's HR 127 for Sabaka, congress.gov.com, or it's in the description. Thank you guys for watching. That's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.